Hi everyone, this is Potato Boy and I am Potato Boy's dad, and we're here to talk about elimination communication for boys. We started doing elimination communication about 2 months ago. He's 3 months old, so my wife did a lot of research during pregnancy and I just assumed everyone knew about elimination communication. That's just what people do now, but turns out none of my friends have ever heard of it, none of my relatives had heard of it, and we're the only people I know doing it. So making this video because a lot of the resources on the internet seem to be geared towards girls. Because yeah, they use this little bucket, so for a girl it's much easier just to pee in and you can have them facing you and do all that sort of fun bonding stuff. But with boys, you have to have them facing away from you, so it's great to do it on a sink kind of in front of a mirror where you just kind of like try to aim the pee into the sink if he does pee, which he does often. But yeah, oftentimes he's just gonna piss everywhere. So we highly recommend using what we call a piss rack. So it's essentially just like a towel that we put over the fixtures. And yeah, you replace that usually every time he pees all over it. And then he'll also sometimes pee all over the countertop too, so we recommend having some paper towels and some general cleaner handy. But don't let that discourage you, because he's really figured out pooping in here. We go in here every morning. He just poops in the mornings, and he poops in the bucket. It seems to be more dignified for him. He doesn't like sitting around his own shit, so it's really nice for him. He also loves mirror time. Ooh! So we like to talk to each other in the mirror, so that's been really fun for him. And yeah, it's been a really fun experience. So one thing, yeah, with the boys, like with the peeing, like I mentioned, we've tried using the shower a few times. It's a lot easier to clean. You can just sort of hose it down afterwards. But yeah, it's just kind of hard to hold him up, and he doesn't have the mirror. So if we had a mirror in the shower, that could be useful, but we would maybe need to find a bench or something too. We've used the toilet once successfully. It was fun to do once, kind of just to say that we've done it and say that he's peed in a potty already. But yeah, that's other than the novelty, I just recommend kind of doing it in the sink. We've only had 2 accidents with the pooping. One was because of a follow-up poop after an original poop, which we weren't expecting, and kind of was early on as we were sort of early in the process. And then the second one, he pooped later in the day, kind of unexpectedly once. But we still use diapers for pee. It's just kind of too hard to time the pees right now. But yeah, the benefits, a lot less diapers, a lot less wipes. When he poops in a diaper, it's just a huge mess. He's got poop everywhere. You got to get in all the crevices. But when you do this, yeah, it's just like a little bit in the butthole, and you just do use a couple wipes, and that's more than enough. It's also really good bonding time, more dignified. Woo! He loves mirror time. And then we also, we do kick it, so he kicks on the light switches. So it's been kind of fun having him learning these little new tricks. I'll put a little clip of that in there too. Kick it. Kick it. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. If any mamas or dads have questions or comments, put them below. We'll try to keep you posted with our little adventure here. And yeah, this is Potato Boy, and I am Potato Boy's dad.